Hello, this is Rick Powers coming to you from my office at Western Technical College for Introductory Statistics. And this video is about using a spreadsheet to calculate information from a discrete probability distribution. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can see how this works. All right, so I'm going to the information for this particular week, and we have link to spreadsheet for discrete probability. So when I click on this, it comes up with a spreadsheet in Google Sheets. And what we're going to do then is this one that you have right here. This is the one, a version that the entire class has. And so you can't edit this one. I can edit it, but you can't. So what you need to do is you need to make your own copy of this. So you go up here to where it says File, click on there, and click where it says Make a Copy, and it'll make a copy of this thing. And you can choose a different folder on what's called My Drive in Google if you want. You can pick a folder for that. But however it happens, you click OK, and you now have your own copy of this software, this spreadsheet. And you now can go in here and you can edit it. You can type in anything if you want. It's your copy. And then it's on your Google Drive. If you go up here where it says Move, you can click on that. You can see where it's located in Google Drive. But this is now your personal copy. Now you can make as many copies of this as you want. It doesn't matter. But for right now, I'm going to show you how you can use this software then to answer a question. So I put it on a sticky note here. Here's a list of the number of items people buy in a store and the probability of those events. So there's a particular store, people walk in, let's just say it's Quick Trip, okay? How many people walk into Quick Trip and don't buy anything? I'm just going to say it's 10%, because most people, if they come to Quick Trip, they're going to buy something, right? They're there for a reason. So then 10% would buy 0, 40% would buy 1 item, 30% buy 2 items, 20% buy 3 items. So this is what you would have in your homework. You would have some kind of a number for events, and then you would have a probability that those things would happen. And what we want to do is we want to find the mean, the variance, and the standard deviation of that number of items. So again, when we talk about the mean, that's the average. So we can use this discrete probability distribution calculator to make this work. Now I'm just going to write these numbers down, 0, 1, 2, 3, and then 10, 40, 30, and 20, so that when I click on here, my little thing goes away and I wrote down those numbers. Okay, so the discrete probability distribution calculator, we want to put the x values in here in row 3 and the probabilities in row 4. So x is going to be 0, 1, 2, and 3. And then we want to change the probabilities. We want to put in the decimal numbers. So 10% becomes 0.1. This was 0.4, 0.3, and 0.2. And as you can see, when you put the numbers in, it's going to change this graph, which I just put in here so you can see a graph to make sure that it looks reasonable. And it'll also change these calculation results. So again, what were we looking for? We're looking for the mean, the variance, and the standard deviation. and they are calculated for us here. The mean is 1.6, the variance comes out to be 0.84, and the standard deviation is the square root of the variance. And so you see those results here. So your textbook uses a relatively complicated formula to make this happen, but I am not requiring you to use the formula or to know the formula. I want you to use the spreadsheet so that you can simply enter the information and you can get the results. Now, what does it mean? What is it actually telling us here? It's saying that people go into the store, some people don't buy anything, some people might buy 3 items. What is the average number of items somebody will buy? The average number is 1.6. Now, clearly, nobody can buy 1.6 items in a store. But if you're averaging over a lot of people, certainly the average could be 1.6. And then the standard deviation is not that meaningful for us here because we don't have bell-shaped data. Clearly, when you look at the graph, you see it's not really bell-shaped. And so we're not going to be able to use the standard deviation like we might if we had bell-shaped data. Now you can put in as many x values or probability values as you can see the squares here, or the cells that you're going to use. All right, so that's how to use this Google spreadsheet to find calculations regarding discrete probability. There is also an Excel spreadsheet, which is very much the same, which you could use. I prefer using Google. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Please let me know if you have any questions about this at all.